Hello friends, and welcome to another video about the Rewindpix camera, which I've been enjoying a lot since my last video. I'm gonna do another photo walk with it and tell you a little bit more what I've learned after shooting with it for a few more days. So yeah, hope you will enjoy. Let me attach my action camera around my neck and off we go. If I can, there we go. So today we are in Jiyugaoka, which is a very nice neighborhood in southern Tokyo. And today I'll be shooting with the Leica Lux film simulation. You know what? We will actually start by going this way. If you're a long-time viewer of my channel, I think you will enjoy or will be familiar with this neighborhood. I wanted to catch that train, but I was too slow. It's another day here during rainy season, so it's gray and gloomy. I don't think I've had the chance to try this camera in the sunlight yet, actually. It's been like this pretty much every day since I got it, which is not great, but it is what it is. But yeah, I've been liking this camera a lot. I've been using it for the last few days, so when I was out with my family, when I was having some good time with my daughter, and I'm really enjoying the vibe and the uniqueness we get from the pictures of this camera. And I also really enjoy using it. It's actually a lot of fun. It feels good in the hand. I like this fake analog feeling, and I do really appreciate the fact that it doesn't have a screen. I also did a little bit more testing with regards to the shutter delay that I was talking about in the last video, and which interestingly one of the makers of this camera actually commented about in a comment to that video. So from my very unscientific test, there's about the 0.4 delay from pressing the shutter until when the picture is actually recorded. And I will post some photos on the screen. And what I did was actually I set a stopwatch, and I tried to shoot every time it passed even 5 seconds. So 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 15 seconds. I was looking through the viewfinder and I was trying to time my shots, and several times in a row I got about the 0.4. So the picture was actually recorded at 5.4 seconds, 10.4 seconds, and so on. I did the same thing with the Fuji X-Half. Of course, since that's an autofocus camera, I was pre-focusing it, and it was noticeably faster. Again, not a deal breaker to me. I don't really care if there's a bit of a shutter lag, but it's definitely there, and it might be important to you. What else have I learned? I think I was maybe a little bit too harsh on the flash in my previous video, because I've been shooting it, taking quite a lot of flash photos, and many of them actually come out pretty nice, especially when shot indoors, not in complete darkness, but just like in a dimly lit restaurant. Then you actually get the kind of harsh, straight-on compact camera flash aesthetic that I quite enjoy. Let's get a train shot here. By the way, they're really building some new high-rise building here near the station. Usually I want to cross here. Sorry, folks. A little bit confused. For some reason, Jiyugaoka is always confusing me. I find it very difficult to find my bearings in this neighborhood, even though I come here not crazy often, but still. There's a lot of narrow streets and they are not really running in a perfectly grid pattern. I guess that's why I find it a little bit confusing. Kind of like this wall painting here. But yeah, one feeling that I've got from using this camera is interesting. Like all this yellow garbage bags in front of the stores. Yeah, one thing that I noticed while using this camera is actually I would like to have a version that's just a little bit better. I really like the tuning of the film simulations. I think they are really, really nice. Kind of wish that there was a version with a slightly larger sensor. I mean, ideally maybe a 1-inch sensor, but anything bigger than the current one. And just, you know, a slightly more premium feeling. I would gladly pay for it. Like if they made a 1-inch version of this, I would say it would be much better than the Fujifilm X-Half, especially if they can lower the price a little bit compared to the X-Half. I actually think that this gives better, in terms of colors, this gives better, nicer colors than the X-Half. And also one thing that I didn't talk about in the previous video, I think, is that I actually really think they did a great job with the app for this camera. Compared to my experiences from many other much bigger camera brands, I've actually had very few issues with the app. It just works very seamlessly. Just press this button to connect, switch on the Wi-Fi, connect your phone to that Wi-Fi network, and then everything just works. Downloading pictures is quick because the file sizes are so small. Applying the filters, exporting them, everything. I've been using the iPhone version of the app, and surprisingly, it's been working surprisingly well. If If you are a long-term viewer of my channel, you might know where I'm heading. Also, yeah, one thing I would like to see if they made a new version is slightly better optics, autofocus. Like, I would want to be able to also get close-up shots. And now it's just fixed focus, and everything closer than 1 meter will be severely blurred out. So that's a bit unfortunate. The most inspiring stretch of land here. Don't see too much worth capturing, but we will soon reach a much more photogenic spot. I do love this old laundry shop, or rather, I love the typography on the sign. This corner is nice too. here, I think. Yes, here it is. Whenever I visit this temple on my channel, which I've done many times, but I always arrive from the other direction. So I think this might be the first time I actually start in Jiyugaoka, come here, instead of the other way around. I usually start my walks around here and then go to Jiyugaoka. So I have about half of my roll of film left, so that's nice. Gonna be interesting to see how the colors turn out with this Leica inspired film simulation. It's kind of funny that they do make a film simulation that's supposed to give Leica colors, because as far as I know, Leica doesn't have any, they never made any films. But never mind. Shooting blindly. It's very lush here this time of the year. Let's see, I might need a flash to shoot this guy. I wonder if this is the one. I think so. It's supposed to be one of the oldest trees in Tokyo. I'm not sure. Oh. A little, I believe, ginkgo fruit just fell down, almost hitting me. Only 5 frames left, so let's head back and wrap up this roll. It's just outside this temple. Also, yes, another thing I'm really hoping for in the next version is an orientation sensor, because it's really annoying having to rotate the pictures manually when you shoot vertical photos. And actually I generally do shoot a lot of vertical photos. I like shooting vertical photos, but I noticed that just because it's so tedious to rotate them afterwards, I'm actually trying to shoot more horizontal photos with this camera, which is a nice little exercise. But still, yeah, I wish I could just use it freely without having to worry about it. But that's one of the things that I really like about the X-Half, that it's like native vertical. I like this collection of brooms hanging over there. One frame left. Let's make it a selfie. See how this film simulation handles skin colors. There we go. We finished another roll of film with the Rewindpix. Hope you enjoyed this second photo walk with this quirky little camera. And by all means, let me know if you have any question about it in the comments, and I will try to respond to all of them. But yeah, I think that will be it for today's walk. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye. Hej då. Auf Wiedersehen und matane. Tschüss.